Hey everybody, this is History 132, Section 03 at Corinth Holders High School. Just wanted to provide you with a short tour of our Blackboard site. As you know, we don't have class on Monday, January 6th. Our first meeting is going to be Wednesday, January 8th. So be sure to take a look at this video, which if you're listening to me right now, you are taking a look at this video. And here's our announcements page. This is an email that you should have received from me at around 8 a.m., maybe a little bit after that, because I think I had a class at that time, on Tuesday, January 7th. This is telling you to take a look in the Welcome tab over here on the left side of Blackboard, where you've got a bunch of things you'll need. So let's go ahead and take a look over there. Here's the Blackboard tour that you're watching, and that should definitely say Wednesday. It will say Wednesday by the time that you actually go in there. Here's the syllabus. We're going to go over that in class on Wednesday. Here is the reading breakdown. This is a document of every single reading assignment for the entire semester in History 132 and major due dates. So as you can see for Wednesday, you will have things that you have to have read from both Give Me Liberty and Voices of Freedom. And we have constitutional amendments on Blackboard as well. So you can see every single day is laid out very clearly. Your first exam is going to take place in class on Wednesday, February 5th, for example. Every other exam is going to be on Blackboard. But so you can see very clearly every single day. Your spring break is built in here. So yeah, just all kinds of stuff laid out. You should know what you're supposed to have done for every single class period because it is all very clearly laid out in this document. Other things, discussion board FAQ. I don't know if we're going to have discussion boards in here. That's something to take a look at if we do, but we're going to see each other a lot, so I'm not sure we're going to use that. Primary document checklist. This is for you to look at while you're reading primary documents. Primary documents are the things in your Voices of Freedom book. So for example, you saw numbers, I think 96, 97, 98, 99 for Wednesday. Those are the document numbers in Voices of Freedom. You'll read those for class on Wednesday. So some of you may have never read a primary document before. What you want to do is kind of think about some of these things. What type of document is it? Who wrote it? What's left out? What, in addition to the main material, can you get? Like, is there extra stuff in there that maybe helps us learn other things besides the main subject? So these are just some kind of things to look at, and then as we go through the course, you'll get a better understanding of what we're going to be looking at as we read these and kind of what to parse out of them, so to speak. Is this plagiarism? Helpful handout on whether or not something is plagiarism. Peer Editing Quick Guide, we'll use these when we do rough drafts, because we'll do rough draft workshops. And then active and passive voice, this is on different ways to write. Active voice is better, and we will get into that when we get toward papers, but an example would be, let's see, Plains Indians were living in the West at this time. That's a passive voice example. Plain Indians lived in the West in the late 19th century would be an active example. So instead of were living, you have lived. So it's a much more active voice sentence. So that's the Welcome tab. So a lot of things you'll need are in there. The Assignments tab has every single week laid out. Every single one. So let's go to week 1, for example, because you'll need this stuff for the 8th. So I put the 6th in there because you'll be at school on the 6th, but you won't actually see me, and we won't have class. But this is a lecture outline. This is helpful to some students. Everything from the test is in these keywords, so you'll get a list. There's a study guide, and it's just keywords. It's a selection of keywords from the first 5 weeks of class for the first exam. And so I've had students print these out and put extra spaces between the keywords and fill in the who, what, when, where, and so what as they've been writing, or as they listen to me talk, rather. And then these are discussion questions, just things that we will go over as I lecture. You do not need to turn these in. This is for your own note-taking purposes if you would like to use it. The other thing too is I also include my lecture notes in 132 that is largely an outline, and I will be talking beyond what's just in the outline, but I've had students print these out and they highlight them and they write their own notes on them as well. So that is entirely up to you, but there are tools every week in each folder for you to help you. Now for Wednesday, you will read some of these constitutional amendments. That's an external link. You saw I just clicked it and it went to where it needed to go. That'll happen for you too. So I clicked on the Constitution. I click on Amendments 11 through 27 because we're going to read 13, we're going to read 14, and we're going to read 15 right here. So you'll read those 3 for class on Wednesday. So yeah, every single week is laid out like that. I mean everything's in there, lecture notes, outlines, all that stuff. So you have everything in here. So this, with the reading breakdown document, you should not ever be concerned that you don't know what you're supposed to do for a class. If you read those things and still have questions, that is a great time to contact me. The My Instructor tab, it's me. So it's got my email address, my phone number, and my office location, office hours. I don't know if any of you come to JCC for classes, but you're welcome to pop by my office hours and say hello or ask me a question. You can also email me any questions you have, and I get back to you pretty quickly. I do my best to respond within 24 hours. It's usually within 24 hours or far less than that. Let's see, the syllabus tab. So in addition to having your syllabus in the welcome section, it's also in this syllabus tab here. I like to make sure that there's no concern over whether or not you can find anything. Everything is very clearly laid out. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward, I think, I hope. There's one more tab that you'll want to look at, but you guys don't come to campus for our class. If you do come to campus for a class, check out the campus safety tab. It's just what to do in the event of an emergency. But you won't need that for our specific class because we will be seeing each other at CHHS. And I just found out in room 334, so the same place that 131 met, up on the second floor there. So I'm very excited to see you all on January 8th. And I look forward to just a wonderful semester, great conversations, and just learning with you about all kinds of cool stuff that happened. And if you have any questions between now and when we see each other Wednesday morning, please feel free to contact me. Remember to complete the reading assignments in the reading breakdown for Wednesday, January 8th before class on January 8th. All right, have a great day.